Welcome to the JAR Cells Session 5 Volunteer Resource video. Before your final class, prepare the certificates of achievement by writing each student's name on a certificate, then sign and date them. Or simply sign and date the certificates and give them to the teacher when you arrive so that he or she can sign them and fill in the students' names during the session. As class begins, have the students sit on the floor around you and ask what they recall from previous sessions. Define the word give and have students repeat it after you. Use the talking points in your guide to have a brief discussion about giving. Consider sharing a story with the class about your experiences with a worthy cause or organization that benefits the community. Next, you will read a story about a boy named Charlie and his classmates and how they earn money to help their neighbors. Ask the students to sit quietly and listen while you read the story. Project or display the Charlie Plants a Garden storybook. Point to the cover and read the title. As you read aloud, consider pausing to ask some of the questions listed in your volunteer guide. After you finish the story, use some of the questions to review with the students. Thank the students for listening quietly and have them return to their seats for the next activity. After everyone is seated, ask the students to get their glue sticks out and place them on their desks. With the teacher's help, distribute a story card sheet to each student. Ask the students to carefully separate the panels and place them face up in front of them. Tell the students the cards show things that happened in the beginning, middle, and end of today's story. Hold up each card and allow students to tell you what they see. Next, pass out the Junior Journal mini books and have students turn to page 5, My Giving page. Hold up the page for students to see.
It's kind of tic-tac-toe, but you got to put them in the right order, right? The order of the story.
Ask the students what happened first in the story. The answer is, Charlie listens to Grandma Laura talk about corn plants. Then ask students to find that picture card and place it in box 1 in their junior journals. Model the activity and walk around to make sure students pick the right card. Follow the rest of the activity prompts in your volunteer guide. Ask for one student to retell the story using the sequence shown in his or her journal. Then have students glue their cards in place in the appropriate boxes. Wrap up the session with the questions provided, allowing students to consider why it is important to give and ways they can share their time or money with others. Thank the students for their good work, and if time permits, ask them to share with you what they learned and most enjoyed during your visits. The class is now ready for graduation. Distribute the certificates of achievement, shaking each student's hand and encouraging them to continue to do well in school. You can leave any extra materials with your teacher or return them to the JA office. We hope that you enjoyed your JA experience and will participate again in the future. Please let us know your feedback by completing the online survey referenced in your volunteer guide. Thank you for being a Junior Achievement Volunteer.